Hey! Just what do you mean by that? Nah, it's nothing. It just seems like plastic is really a new element, isn't it? Stop making a fuss over it. I am an environmentalist too. I know exactly what to do with it. I'm just gonna burn it anyway. Anything which gets burned gonna disappear easily. Oh no. Stop right there, my dear. Are you saying that you're going to burn all of it? Just what can it cost to the environment? You want to know? Well, perfect timing. Hi, welcome to our presentation. My name is Minh Ngọc.
My name is Trịnh Hoàng Phương.
My name is Nguyễn Ngọc Bảo Nhi.
My name is Biện Trân.
We are from
Class 10A10.
Khai High School. So, what is loss of biodiversity? Well, biodiversity loss indicates a decrease in biodiversity within the numbers of chance individual organisms, species, and ecosystems in a given area or Earth as a whole, and the current situation of this problem is very serious in Vietnam and as well as in the world. In Vietnam, living conditions of many migratory birds, especially the Sarus crane at Tram National Park, has been heavily affected by the climate change. In 1998, there were 1,052 cranes, and in 2019, it is reported that only 11 cranes left. And up to 2007, at least 4 animal species and 1 plant species were considered extinct in Vietnam, such as tiger, 2-horned rhinoceros. The most recent, in 2012, the extinction of 1-horned rhinoceros. The number of extinct and endangered species in Vietnam is assessed as 728 species. As you can see, loss of biodiversity has declined at an alarming rate in recent years and is caused by 7 primary drivers, and unfortunately in each case, human beings and their activities play direct roles. The first cause, habitat destructions. The natural habitat of a species is destroyed and it becomes capable of upholding the native ecosystems and species. Cutting down the forest for preparing the fields for agricultural use is an example of habitat destructions. Number 2, invasive species. Invasive species can disrupt the ecosystem because they are the better competitors than native species. Some invasive species prey on the native ones, so if the native species have no natural defenses against the invaders, they may be eliminated rapidly. Number 3, very important one, overexploitation. Extreme hunting and fishing pressure is an example of overexploitations, which depletes the stocks of some species while driving others to extinctions. Passenger pigeons, which were once very commonly seen, are the sufferers of overhunting. The number 4, pollutions. There are various forms of pollutions, including water pollution, soil pollution, pose a serious threat to the biological systems, destroying animals and plant habitats as well as their health due to the release of toxic substances and chemicals.
As my partner has already talked about the definition, the driving forces, and the current situation of biodiversity loss, right now I'm going to mention about the consequences and solution for it. So let's get straight to it. The loss of gene and individual threaten the long-term survival of a species. The wholesale loss of population also increases the risk that a particular species that will be extinct. Declining biodiversity lowers an ecosystem productivity, lower the quality of ecosystem services, threaten the structure and proper functioning of the ecosystem, reduce an ecosystem complexity. And moreover, the ecosystem will lose its ability to recover from a disturbance. Not just that, it's beyond a critical point of species removal or diminishment. The ecosystem can become destabilized and collapse, that it ceases to be what it was and undergoes a rapid restructuring, becoming something else. We, our team, have worked together and doing a lot of research and found out that there's not so much solution for biodiversity loss, and we can only find that there's 5 solutions for it. First, this is the conversation biologists note that the problem could be solved using a mix of public policy and economic solution assisted by continued monitoring and education. Government, non-government organizations, and the scientific community must work together to create incentives to conserve natural habitats and protect the species from unnecessary harvesting while disincentivizing behavior that contribute to habitat loss and degradation.
Waste disposal. The collection, processing, recycling, or dispositing of human society waste materials is referred to as waste disposal. Waste disposal frequently incorporates human-produced pollutants, while also having a role in decreasing their influence on human health, the environment, or aesthetics. Locating waste disposal sites, determining what waste materials were disposed of over time and exactly where, determining ownership, and determining whether disposal methods were proper or improper are all important issues in environmental litigation. There are 5 types of waste disposal methods. 1. Recycling is one of the greatest techniques of waste disposal because it helps to conserve the environment. Recycling keeps garbage out of landfills and water bodies by converting junk into valuable components. The best part about this garbage disposal approach is that it has both economic and environmental advantages. 2. Animal feed. Your pet can be an extremely efficient waste disposal entity. You're not required to own any animals. Simply find someone who has cattle and create a waste disposal agreement with them. 3. Biological reprocessing is one of the most effective strategies for dealing with various types of organic waste. Shredded paper, onion peels, footprint, and other organic waste make excellent compost for any garden. Paper, food, and plant products are the only items that can be treated by biological reprocessing. 4. Incineration. This form of trash disposal entails a dumping off method in which waste elements are eliminated through combustion. The energy produced by the combustion of waste items can be used to generate heat, electricity, or steam. 5. Landfills is one of the most frequent garbage disposal technologies used around the world. It entails gathering, transporting, dumping, and burying waste on a specific piece of land. Now let's move on and talk about the current situation in Vietnam and in the world. Currently, the main method of solid waste disposal in Vietnam is still landfill. It is estimated that 70 to 75% of domestic solid waste is being treated by this method. In 2016, Vietnam had about 660 domestic solid waste landfill, with a total area of about 4,900 hectares. Besides, there are 2 main forms of incineration: liquid waste incinerator and waste incineration technology to recover energy. On the other hand, in our world, Japan's incineration is the most widely used waste disposal method in Japan, and is attractive because of its ability to reduce the volume of trash in a country mostly occupied by mountains or people. In 2017, there were about 1,200 incineration facilities in Japan. In 2014, 158 of these plants also generated electricity. In India, urban India generates 62 million tons of waste (MSW) annually. About 43 million tons of municipal solid waste is collected annually, out of which 31 million is dumped in the landfill site, and just 11.9 million is treated. India informal recycling sector that consists of waste pickers plays a crucial role in segregating and recycling waste, but in most cases, they are not formally trained, and at times they burn waste at landfills and end up setting landfill fire that cause air pollution. The size of landfill in India is constantly increasing, and that is fact becoming a major concern